This video is brought to you by coffee. Not really. It just helped me with the energy I need for this video. Champagne flowing down. And water. Drink your water too. Alright, I had posted a short earlier today where I was talking about my thoughts on a lot of AI music being on the billboards. CBS have the interview of behind the person who is behind the music. After watching it and reviewing it, I'm a little gray about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a little gray. In this video, I just want to weigh out the beauty and the ugly of AI. Weigh out the good and bad. It's very 6-7 about me. I know. I'm just a small musician who made some very bad moves in his opportunities. I am a live performer, educator, and a person who is learning about the business and the recording side whenever it comes to music. You can like this video a little bit if you can, please. I'm desperate to get out. Now that you know a little bit about me, I'm gonna ask about what's the gray about this. I am relieved that it was a black woman with her poems making the music. I would have probably had a little bit of a ear perking, saying okay, who's this person? Why are they trying to do something that is not them? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll talk more details. I see the small ways that AI can help when it comes to tools, chord progressions, music that you don't even be aware of, or instruments like this that you just don't have the slightest idea of what you're doing. Which also too helps with people who physically cannot make music as well. For example, country legend Randy Travis, who had stroke and his condition of physically cannot sing, yet he can still write, but he just can't perform. So they have used AI in his latest album to create. However, they did get somebody else to sing the music, but they altered it to sound more like Randy Travis, how he would in his age. So it did give him a quote unquote voice and singing of said music, which also really do gives the opportunity to people who physically cannot make music in whatever condition that it is to help them create the music. And I think that she used it for that sake because she does not have a musical background at all, but used the prompts of AI. I can't be mad at it, man. In the interview, the post of it, the group was talking about why not go with the songwriter route or character-ish, like how it is with certain artists like Gorillaz and some Japanese character artists, cartoon artists, bands, artists, groups. Songwriting is not an easy path. It's just something that you just can't go walk right into and be like, hey, I have wrote this song and I want to make it into a hit. If you know that to any record label, they were like, okay. They'll either shelve it or just bully you away from it because it takes a minute to get some placements when it comes to your songwriting skills. You gotta have a lot of backup just to get a song. To be honest, it's unpredictable to see what song will be a hit and what won't be a hit, which also makes you want to understand how the business work so you don't get screwed over. You don't get screwed over, man. That's the reason why I am learning it from reading this book, which I need to reread too. And I'm not just talking about in the major labels or anything like that. I am also too talking about indies because they will reject you for any reason for some of the most small, ridiculous, unchangeable thing that you can do when it comes to your whole music. They can just relate it. So it does sit with the same thing when it comes to like, hey, Gorillaz have a whole cartoon band performing their songs. Yet there's still artists behind it and other musicians behind creating the music. Their music is not AI generated at all. Well, there are some computer generated stuff. However, it's not prompting out creating the whole album songs to make it into a thing. And the same thing to go with some Japanese bands. There's still an artist behind it, someone's drawing it, making the music, understanding the business side, the marketing, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot to it. And factors at play so you don't get underhanded and screwed over. I'm going to be shaking that a lot. Right, Stitch? Stitch in the background. Alright, so where is this ugly side that I've been talking about? Well, the first thing is that this gives opportunities to normalize for companies to use AI music, voiceovers, videos to generate commercials, cutting out the creative people behind the scenes working on their media team for the sake of saving money. You see the air quotes. That can hurt a lot of people's job placements when it comes to that. I'm just, it's a little bit scary because someone who is aiming to work for different sync licensing and all that stuff, it'd be like, we could just normalize it for commercial use. We can have 3 people making the music, the videos, voiceover, boom, and they consolidate that to just to one person. You see the scariness about that. And like I said earlier, somebody else from another culture can profit off of another culture in the sake for money. For example, I could probably write songs that are popular to Sweden. Don't know anything about Sweden, but I can just lightly write prompts of making Swedish style music and making a profit off of that. Not ever being a part of the culture, never been to Sweden at all, don't know anything about the history whatsoever. But I'm making a whole profit off of Swedish culture. And people will probably be up in arms, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And they might have some like, hey, who this person? You seeing the understanding? There's more I could say, but my people are smart. The people who watch my videos are smart. They understand. At the same time, they want some relief from the world. There you go. I have smart people. Y'all are smart. I'm not even being sarcastic about it. I'm smart. Now, the quality of the music will continue to diminish to the point that is scary to me. Will make music doesn't matter. And I have seen a little bit of scare of people just like, it's just music. That is a scary factor where people are going to be to the point where music does not connect to them. It's like how it is with dance and arts. That scares me. Where somebody could be making the most beautiful thing and it just not sit. Where we're not going to able to sit down and just enjoy the quality that a certain artist compose of their music and just call it off. Like we already sadly in that mindset where songs are lifespan be a week or max 2 months or so, and people are already sick of it. That's a scary thing to see because now we don't able to appreciate these great artists putting their time and effort to making these quality music just to be shelled for. I got distracted. I got a message. I can't be serious for long. And to that, lazy music will just continue to reign over. Where it's gonna be like, this lazy song has a higher quality than someone who put their time and effort into their recordings, composition for it. It's scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. What is the solution? What can we do to make this not into a reality? A, we do really need to update the copyright laws that are heavily restricting to protect the arts. To make it extra restriction of the use of AI when it comes to the arts. For example, other companies are doing that. For example, Sora AI. I tried my hardest to make a popular character do a random dance to a Beyonce song. Yet they said, nope, we are not prompting that. No matter how broad I made the whole thing, they refused just to make it. They said, nope, it's in our violations, which is a good thing. That is needed so that it holds AI companies accountable for what they are doing, which I highly think so. So we do have to hold a lot of AI company responsible for their creations so that their violations match up with the law that anybody just can make in creating deep fakes or just mocking of anyone's culture and different arts, so that people still wants to make music and art. And like I was saying earlier, of appreciating artists that we still have. I mean, yeah, we got artists from the 60s all the way up to the 2000s. We do need to appreciate artists that came out in the 2010s, even now in the 2020s, where in the second half of 2020, going to 30. Yeah, we're in the later half of 2020. So that does give us opportunity to appreciate the artists that we still have and be like, yes, we can appreciate your style to inspire the next generation to continue to make quality music, which also hold major labels accountable to repair a lot of the images, because y'all have seen videos, y'all have seen interviews of very bad deals that are created, and not just in the majors, a lot of indies, a lot of Christian contemporary gospel has the worst deals out there. So that kind of helps out the images to them. So we have quality music holding accountable to some of these record labels to their marketing, because they are strategic. They are very strategic to what they are doing. Isn't that right, Stitch? Stitch is, yeah. It's all it was in the edit. That's my 2 cents. I want to know about what you think. Comment down below anything that I said that resonate with you, something that needs to be corrected, or add your 2 cents to it, or you have some solution that can help to when it comes to the state of the arts, because we do definitely need it. Leave a comment down below. And you got this far to the video, you might as well just like it, subscribe. It only takes to do it. Thank you for watching. Now, I gotta go edit this video to add some little contents.